And as soon as I see it streaming, I'm going to head over here. I'm going to. Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. I am actually here. We are going to be talking this morning about optimizing your neuro health. I'm actually going to start to screen share. So just give me a moment here to get where I need to be. And I just want to get my screen in place. I'll just take a second. And let's see here. Share. Your sound. Here. Here. Okay. There we go. It should be up in just a second here. Give me just a moment. Oh, here we go. And okay, it's pulling up right now, guys. Okay, we are recording. We're on Facebook Live. And we are recording here on Zoom as well. And I just want to welcome everybody. And I just want to say we are here. Thank you for spending a little bit of a time with us here on your Saturday morning. We are here to actually do something fun because actually we're all in one of these positions where times are so different right now and we're not actually able to get together and actually do a lot of meet and greets. And so we are here today. We're going to talk a little bit about optimizing your neuro health and how you can build your immunity. And when I got introduced to this technology, it was something that I actually was very skeptical about. So I can assume if you are as well, I want you just to kind of open up your mind and kind of listen to what we're going to say. And that's okay if you are, because like I said, I was too, but I encourage you to take out a notepad and paper and go ahead and write some notes, put down some questions, find, so that afterwards, if you need those to be answered, we can definitely go ahead and take care of that for you. So anyways, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been a hairdresser for over 40 years, and with that territory comes a lot of aches and pains. And I mean, my back will bother me. My feet will bother me. I have, bad bunions on my feet. I've got carpal tunnel. I've got all these issues. So I'm kind of a hot mess, really, when you look at it and you analyze that. And so, but I functioned that way for quite some time because that's not all I knew how to do, except for the fact that what I would do is I would pop a lot of Advil, which of course is not very good for you. I'd go to bed sometimes and wake up and have to like pace back and forth because I couldn't fall asleep because my arm was going numb and it was just a mess. Okay. So I was incredibly blessed by finding out about this technology, and this technology that we're going to share with you will enlighten you on what it's done for many people and how it actually has been a significant way to make myself a better version of myself, and what it can do for some people may do for different people. And so we're just going to share a whole bunch of things with you today. So what I first would like to do is I'd like to bring on one of my lifelong friends, Bill Thompson, and I want him to share a little bit about what this technology has done for him. Bill, can you hear me right now?
Debbie, I hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. Thank you. Take it away.
All right. Well, thank you, Debbie, for inviting me on this call today. And you know how much this means to me personally, and that's why you asked me to do this. It was almost a year ago. In fact, in 2 days, it'll be 1 year that I have been exposed and using this amazing product that we are, or that you're sharing about today. My life, just to let you know what it looked like a year ago. For 2.5 years, I had been in chronic pain. I was in an accident in 2017, April 2017, that actually a car T-boned me right behind my driver's seat. And I didn't break any bones, but my soft tissues were stretched. And for 2.5 years, I went through therapy. I had difficulty, to give you an idea of where I was having difficulty tying my shoes. At the end of the day, I would feel like a 75-year-old man. This happened when I was 55 years old, and I literally felt like I had aged 20 years. And so a year ago, I was at your house, and not there for this specific reason, but God works in mysterious ways, they say, and he sure does. There was a doctor there, who saw me and met me, and his name is Dr. Randy. He saw what I was going through. He asked me a few questions. He even did some testing of my body right there on the spot in your basement. And I am forever, ever grateful for what he did. He saw, and I already knew I was a mess. I was spending $400 a pop for 30-minute sessions to try to get me out of pain, which was to no avail. And this is what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, like Debbie just said, if I didn't experience it, I probably wouldn't have believed it. But that's why Debbie's doing this call today, so she can share what's happened to her life. This little patch was put on my forearm, my right hand, because I'm right-handed. And within moments, my pain of 2.5 years dissipated from a 7 or 8 down to a 1 or 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you this, that's just the beginning of what happened. I've never been a super great sleeper. I now sleep. My sleep app says I sleep 50% more deep sleep than I did prior to this. I was getting up 3 or 4 times a night to go to the bathroom. I get up 0 to 1 time a night to do that now. I hope that's not too much information, but my life has changed drastically because of this product. I lost 20 pounds of weight. Now, are we saying everyone's going to do this? No, but when your energy level is where mine is, and ladies and gentlemen, I will be 59 years old soon. I feel like I'm 39. In some ways, I feel better than I did at 39. So yes, I am totally excited about this product. I will forever be grateful for that appointment and I'm this air quotes appointment. It was a God appointment a year ago. And Debbie, thanks for asking me to do this call. I'm going to turn it back to you.
Bill, thank you so much for sharing that. It just brings chills to me because I think of that, and yes, it's almost a year. And you know what? I got to tell you just another couple quick things about myself. I honestly believe and feel that I'm like 10 years younger, and I'm ready to almost hit 60 at the end of this year. And my dear grandson tells people that I'm 49, and I don't say a word. I just let it go because I really feel that way. I feel so good. We have an amazing company that's backing us here, and what we have is a testimonial group that's on Facebook, and you can literally go on this testimonial group and you can see things that it has done for so many people. And when I go and cover through all this information, I am going to be touching on a lot of different technology. There's 5 different arenas that I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to tell you that there is something. Everybody experiences something, and everybody has something else, something that they may need to have addressed in their body that they're not even aware of sometimes, you know. And so this is the cool thing about everything. So what I want to tell you is that when I really got into really understanding more and more about the company, and I wanted to kind of dig into some of the science behind everything, because I really enjoy this kind of stuff. And, you know, I take it for granted, my body. I'm sure a lot of us take for granted. I don't anymore, but I used to take for granted and not realize how amazing our brains are. Our brain, it just controls so many things. And so I'm going to actually pull up a short little video here. Dr. Mark DeBrinken, he's going to actually show you some brain mapping. And what this brain mapping is going to be is on himself. And he's literally going to put his feet on some of the tech that we have. And he's actually going to show you how his brain changes from a not desirable zone to a good zone. So red is not desirable, all the way to green is wonderful. So here we go.
What you're about to see is specifically my limbic system only. And then I'm going to step on the insoles and watch what happens to the limbic system, which controls your emotions and how you feel, okay? This is my limbic system. Now my feet just got placed on the insoles, and we want it all green.
So that is some of the interesting brain mapping I'm going to show you. And so now I want to just talk a little bit about the demo. You heard Bill say that Dr. Randy Morthland and Randy Venema, which were so forever thankful that they came to my house that day. Actually did this strength and dynamic stability demonstration on Bill. Okay. And I hadn't seen that happening when it was all going on. And Bill actually did this on me about a week and a half or so later, and in a McDonald's, and I was blown away about how I felt. So now what we want to do is we want to show you a world champion skater legend, and our founder of our company, Jay Dhaliwal, actually performing that test. And here we go.
So I don't know one sport where you're relying on lateral stability,
Of course.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
To get into bed, we need lateral stability.
Martial arts especially.
Ready?
No. Whose shoulder was that?
I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I'm warm. I'm good.
Okay.
It always pops.
Okay, then want you to face me. Feet together. Fist over
Oh,
fist.
that's the one, yeah.
Okay, so what we've done here is feet together, fist over fist, and chest high. I've isolated the center of gravity, okay? I can't cheat. I'm going to push straight down. I want you to resist up. Do not let me bring your arms down, okay?
Beautiful.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's take the socks off.
Okay.
I'm pushing around a world champ. I tried.
Hold on.
You're good at now.
Now he's Clark Kent. Ready?
Yeah.
Fist, lock it in.
It's insane.
Dude, put him through the wall at least.
Yeah. Go again.
Ready? I'm not even trying.
Yeah.
No, it's like not. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
Feet together. Fist over fist.
Holy shit. Wow.
Right?
You got to try this. 'Cause you figured it out, man. That's
Right?
awesome.
So what happens is, so when we do this before, we do this before you recommend the product to anybody, because you can't unexperience what just happened to you.
No.
It's become part of your life story, right? You've absorbed it.
Yeah.
You're like, I didn't do anything. You go, yeah, I did. Remember we did the demo? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So where do you want to be? Do you want to be your body on Vox or your body off Vox?
Yeah.
What's interesting is with the body, because I know how it is, it knows the feeling of what it felt like.
Yeah.
And it's frustrated. It wants to go there, but it can't.
Right.
It wants to go there.
You
but
want to
it's-
fight it.
Yeah, the body wants to go to that spot, but it can't.
Yeah.
You just physically can't do
Right?
it.
So when we talk about the lingering effect,
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah. I may feel fine, like it's not going
Like you said, but
calm and everything.
the balance and everything's immediate.
Immediate. So for athletes,
Yeah.
like,
That's key.
think about it. You're an aspiring athlete. You're an elite athlete. You want to get to the next level.
Yeah.
And I just showed you this.
Yeah. You'll be doing that a lot on that weekend, Stan.
Right.
Okay, so that's right there, one of the coolest demos ever. And that's what we'd like to do for people, because that actually give them a intense feeling of how things can happen. And of course, that was a pair of socks. So we're going to talk more about all that in a minute. But I want to go through this. I'm going to go a little rapid, you guys, because I want to get all this information in. So remember, take notes and questions, write down your questions if you have any. So the founder and CEO, Jay Dhaliwal, who you just saw on that video, he's an amazing person, okay? His mother was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis back in 1983. And at that point, he was so determined that he wanted to find a solution to be able to find a way to help her and something effective. And that's when he started this journey of the company that he calls Vox Life. And after a 6-year journey of experimenting and observation, and he worked with a team of all different doctors, neuro doctors, scientists, MDs, chiropractors, all kinds of stuff. They were able to develop a vibrotactile pattern that would activate skin receptors, trigger a neuro response. And so what that is the company actually combined the best of modern technology with decades of research in the neuromuscular science to help you achieve your wellness with a drug-free and without invasive treatments. So the company is based out of Canada, and the associates in Canada and the US are all over. And also we have just entered into the UK. We have currently helped over 5 million people to date, but our mission is on our way to bring wellness to over 1 billion people worldwide, which is very exciting. So what we were just talking about, the tactile pattern, if you look here over on the side, you see the bottom of a insole. So that's one of the wearable techs. And you see this pattern that kind of swirls around, and that's your HPT, human performance technology. And it's a proprietary pattern and a sequence of receptors that are activated when it's either embedded into the insole or woven into the sock. And that's what our wellness and performance products have. The contact that you have triggers a neural response in the brain, and it brings you to actually a homeostasis place, and more balance within your body. When the balance is achieved, the central nervous system now allows your body on its own to innate it to the ability to function at an optimal level. So that's how it actually works. The trigger responds to the neuroreceptors on your feet or your arms, wherever the tech is put, because there's various locations with the various types of technology. And when it contacts with the pattern, the neural response, when it's triggered, sends all that information to your central nervous system. So that's how that works. It affects the body, it processes the information, it activates it for you in your peripheral nervous system to follow from different various things. And it's different for everybody. It could be regulating pain, it could be maintaining motor control, balance. There's numerous things that we touch on. Also, you will feel the difference lots of times immediate, like you saw in that demo. For other people, they may not feel anything right away, but something is going on inside, whether it's physical or, or mental. It could be through making somebody have more like a better outlook, more energy, less anxiety, stress, things like that. So what HPT does for you, and again, I mentioned, and I'm going to say it again, that it's different for everybody. There's so many different things that it can do, but some of the most intensely cool things that we've actually discovered is better balance and mobility. You can gain better posture, better balance, and it will actually lead to reduced risk of injury. When you think of people as they age, a lot of times they don't have as good balance. The insoles are amazing in the shoes because they can actually help people with their balance. So it's really, really cool, along with other items that we have. Increased energy. For me, I got to say something. I've always been a high energy person, but I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like I'm a high energy person on steroids, no pun intended. It's not steroids, but I'm just saying I feel that way because I feel fabulous. I feel really good. I feel like I can conquer more and get more done. I'm a very busy person. I multitask a lot, and I feel really fabulous. Pain management. You heard me talk a little bit about my legs, my arms, all that. It's been great for me. But one thing that this has also been very significant, and we've noticed a lot, is painful diabetic neuropathy. People who have that in their feet. It's a great tool to be able to have, drug-free relief that they can count on for people to feel their best. A quick story for neuropathy. It's my mother-in-law. She had neuropathy due to chemotherapy. And, she was like complaining. And when I had first got introduced to this, someone gave me an extra patch and said, let me go ahead and use that on someone And I did give it to her. She put it on. And I told her before she put it on, please don't take anything. Don't take any over-the-counter or any medications for pain. And she slept so well that night and had no pain. And to me, that was worth $1 million. Faster recovery, exercise. You can push yourself to the next level. You can get to you can perform at a level of strength and exercise like you wouldn't believe. Athletes use this all the time. They can compete better. My daughter, who is a shorter daughter, she's shorter. She played volleyball. She was a setter and a back row player, and she could never get her hand over the net. I mean, she played collegiate and she never could. And after we got involved with this, after she graduated, she was playing volleyball one day, and she, wears the tech. She's a big support system to me. And she said, "Mom, you're not going to believe it. I got my hand over the net." And I said, that's the power of Vox. I'm telling you right now, power of the HPT. Neuro health. Okay, they did a study, an independent study, and 100% of the participants experienced an average of 36% increase in overall brain optimization with the help of these products. So, it's everybody responds different. And I'll tell you, our advantage, this is the coolest thing. So we're drug-free, non-invasive, non-electrical. Most people experience something within 7 seconds. It's easy to use. It's, you know, accessible 24 hours a day. It's age safe. Okay. It's pregnancy safe. It's affordable. And there is absolutely no competition because it's a proprietary pattern that has been perfected and has been, you know, where no one can copycat it. Okay. So this is another arena that we are in, a part of our technology, okay? And this is so dear to my heart right now, you guys, because this has affected some people, and I'm going to talk in just one second. First, I want to explain that this technology is through a sleeve called eSmarter, and it will reduce stress and anxiety. It helps to increase your focus and your attention. It enhances your clarity, and it improves memory. And so my story for you that I want to explain is that my 6-year-old grandson last year was struggling like crazy at school. He was like kind of falling behind, not really like catching up with the class. He was not, you know, getting all the work done on time. And so they decided they wanted to pull him out of class and they wanted to like work with him. So they did. And I had decided that one day I was going to put a pair of socks on him. And there was an intense difference that happened after I put those socks on him. The next day, the teacher approached me and said that she noticed that, you know, he was actually like functioning better and he was doing his work better, but his writing was still pretty off. His writing was going on a slanted angle, and it wasn't really, some of the letters were actually backwards, and he was just, you know, struggling. So I said to myself, you know what, this new e-sleeve had just been released. I'm going to go ahead and put it on him. And so I did. And I sent a note to the teacher and I said, listen, he's, you know, in a private school. He wears a uniform. This is definitely something that needs to stay on him. This is to help him. So just to let you know that don't have him take it off. So a couple days go by, she comes to my car when I'm picking him up and she goes, wait till you see his work. Wait till you go and look in his backpack. I am blown away by what is happening. And so I opened up the backpack and literally, guys, I was looking at his paper and I started crying because it was like, holy cow, his writing was just like nice on the line. It was starting to be formed better. And so moving forward, they test the kids at the beginning of the year, which was before I knew about Box products. He tested in it like a 30%. And after he had been wearing the tech, and it was about 5 or 6 weeks of wearing it, they had a retest. He went from a 30% to over to a 90%. And I said, oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. So then I said to him, I said, can you tell me what actually this makes you feel like? I'm curious to know what happens. And he said, when I don't have the tech on, I feel like my head is going like this. He goes, but when you put the socks and the sleeve on and I use it and I'm at school, I can focus on what's happening and everything is easier. And I can actually, I feel like I could just write better. And that was out of his mouth. It was just incredible. So anyways, I'm going to go into like some of the big points here, you know, again, reducing stress and anxiety, okay, which can help you through your day, which, I mean, nowadays people have all kinds of stress and anxiety, you know, the pandemic that we're in and all the different things that we're experiencing. People are struggling. Okay. Enhanced in clarity, enhancing each day with increased clarity, you know, your ideas, your increased focus and attention. This is one I got to say, so many people are having remote learning. So many people are actually working from their home in a home office, having to set up an office in the kitchen, having to put a child in another room or another location doing schoolwork. And there's so much confusion and so much clutter going on. So, and they need that focus. So this has been an amazing thing. Improved memory too. I'm telling you, it improves your memory, you know, and it's just an incredible product. So what can CBD do more? That's cognitive boost. Okay, we just went through a whole list there, but I'm going to talk a little bit more too about putting yourself in the zone. You know, people that are gamers, okay, they do gaming and everything, but college students too, college students who are actually trying to keep themselves, get the distractions out of the way, you know, things like that. Learn, unlock your learning potential, build confidence through increased intention. These are crucial. These are crucial details, you know, that people need. Creativity. People can focus on their creativity. You know, look at the painter there. Look at the person, you know, doing maybe some, you know, yoga or meditation, or maybe it's somebody that's doing something a little bit more, you know, should I say dangerous up there in the left-hand corner. You know, it helps them to actually limit their distractions and focus, and to help them to do better at whatever their activity is that they're striving to do. We have a few more items that are in a different arena, and they're actually patches. You know, Bill handed and it was holding up the HBT. You know, we have things in different forms. What I'm going to talk about right now is called Neurovax. And Neurovax is a patch, and if you see right here on my arm, I'm wearing one right now. I never go without it. I don't live without it. I wear it 24 hours, but each patch lasts 48 hours, but I never take it off. When one's ready to come off, I put another one on. And what this does is it triggers your optimization and harmonization of your autonomic nervous system, which what basically it's doing is it's optimizing your immunity. Okay, is basically what it is. It's a medical grade hypoallergenic adhesive patch, and you just apply it. In the first time you apply any of the patches that we have, you apply it just like it says on the package, but after that you can put it in different various locations. Next thing we're going to talk about is a REM patch. The REM patch is amazing. It is a technology that will help people get into a better sleep. There are many people that have issues, and especially this day and age and what we've all been experiencing. Okay, so the REM patch offers the neural path to a better sleep. It optimizes your sleep stages, which balances your REM and deep sleep. So you may not sleep longer, you just sleep better and more efficient. And it's the enhanced rest assists in the rejuvenation of the brain during, you know, your sleep pattern. So when we sleep because we need to be rejuvenated. Okay. If you're not sleeping well, if you're not sleeping well or drinking a lot of water, you're not going to be at your best that you can be. So quick story. I have a real dear friend of mine who actually was struggling and taking all kinds of medication to be able to go to bed and to sleep. Okay. And so, which is not good. Anything you can eliminate. Of course, there are certain things that certain people have to take, but anything that you don't have to take that's not necessary is better not to. She started with these REM patches, and she let me know that she's sleeping like a baby, like a baby, and not taking any of the medication. And that's another, you know, little testimonial story that is amazing. So we have something else called Chill It. Chill It is a muscle relaxant, which is basically topical. It's a roller ball that you can put on. And a little story here, quick for this one, is that my grandson actually gets growing pains. You know, he's 6 years old, and he'll complain that his legs are aching him at the back of his legs. And I went and I rubbed all that Chill It up and down his leg, and he looks at me and he goes, "Wow, I feel better," and started running around again. And whenever he gets that feeling, he comes to me and he's like, Mimi, I need my Chill It. I need my Chill It. And I'm like, I got it. So it's amazing. We're going to touch on all the things that we talked about. There's one item here that I didn't get to talk about because it's not on here, and I'm going to quickly talk about it. It's called a Metapatch. Metapatch optimizes your metabolism. It helps your metabolism, which controls a lot of things in your body. Okay, it really does, and it helps you to get balanced out in that. I've personally been utilizing that since it came out. I have had a fitness goal and a weight loss goal that I had been striving to do that I wasn't able to prior to that, and I feel fabulous. So it works differently for everybody, so I'm not going to say it does one thing or the other, but for me, that's what happened. Other items you can see up in the left-hand corner, we have Wearable Neurotech socks that come in every imaginable type of sock you can imagine. Style-wise, we have short, sporty socks. We have ones at all different levels. We have ones that go up to the knee. We have ones that are called liner socks that people can wear with like a uniform. If they have a specific sock that they have to wear for a uniform, this is thinner and it fits right underneath there. We have beefier socks that are good for the outdoor person who's out there hiking, hunting, doing whatever they're doing in the elements. We have very comfortable style socks. We have, and you can see the three colors, red, yellowish, and then orange and blue. Those are our thicker soles, which those have the tech on the bottom, and each one is designated slightly different for a different lifestyle. The red ones being Rush, which I love in my gym shoes. I wear them when I'm running, biking, working out. It's amazing. I never take them out of that pair of shoes. I love it. The thin soles, which are up in the corner, those are really thin. I wear those in all of my other shoes. Okay. And I can take that one pair and I can move them from shoe to shoe. You know, it's awesome. Left bottom corner, I've got a picture here of the knee brace. The knee brace is amazing. Anybody who's had knee issues and you've got to wear some sort of a brace, we have the HPT technology, which will help with the pain and help your knee function better. I've had people literally who have actually avoided surgery because they've been wearing that. Now, I can't promise you that that's going to happen for you or someone else, but what I'm going to say is it actually helped this person, and she's actually on her second knee brace because she wore out that one and she wanted another one. And I mean, these are the things that, this is exciting when you can see people having great response and experiences. Up in the right-hand corner is a picture of the sleeve I talked about. You've got the chillet there. And then also we have shapewear, which is there on the left-hand side, which is an interesting tech where we've got the technology built right in. So now we're going to move on to saying that I think this is really awesome. The company has done a 30-day money-back guarantee to anybody who tries products. You want to know that you should really wear them for 30 days or to be able to really see and what it will do for you. Okay, and the patches and the muscle rub, just so you know, are exempt from that. Just so you know. So what if you were wearing our technology and it can improve the quality of your life? Would you try it? Okay, what if you could? What if your children, like my grandson, had more focus, they felt calmer, they didn't have anxiety? Would you outfit them? What if you could help your parents or your grandparents or somebody you love have a better quality of life? That's what my husband and I have done for my in-laws. My in-laws are all teched out, man. They are all teched out, and I know it helps them. Would you share that with them? Think about people that you may be wanting to gift something to, like there's the holiday season coming up, you guys. This is an amazing gift. But what if you had a positive experience with this technology, and you knew that this could financially reward you if you shared it with others? Okay. I want to end here by saying a couple things. I want to say thank you for being open. Thank you for sharing your time here on a Saturday morning with you, or if you're watching the recording. We look forward to working with you. We look forward to helping you find tech here that can help you and with any of the things that you want to, or if you want to just improve your quality of life. I want to mention that you should get back with a person that had invited you to be on here and talk with them, and they'll guide you. They'll answer questions for you, and they will give you more information. And with that, I want to end the call and just say that everybody, please do have an absolutely wonderful day and be well.